We don't need to remember. We'll just begins. All right. Hey, Internet. My name is Todd, and we are SideQuests Live. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. And tonight, we are doing episode number 2. Thank you very much to everybody who joined us in the last one, episode 1, first D&D game live in a while. So if this is your first time, don't forget to click the like and the subscribe button, wherever that is on your screen. And shout out to Vietnam. Hey, I didn't know we had listeners there, but thank you. Welcome, and I don't know what to do for you, just to keep doing what we're doing. So thanks for tuning in. All right, everybody else, let's meet the table. We'll go around real fast, say hi, and then tell what characters we're going to do. And we're going to dive right back into episode 2. I'll probably do a recap, but as you said, I mean, what's to know? There's Cranky, there's Gwendolyn, there's Trina, and there's Dane, but played by our intrepid adventurers. Let's start with you, Gord.
Yeah, Gordon, longtime player of games on SideQuests Live, and I will be, at least for now, playing Dane in this, I guess.
I love that the preamp. You're like, for now.
For now.
We during session 0, to be fair, we have a bit of a trajectory possible, but again, you never know with role-playing games. It depends on the dice and the choices.
We'll see what happens.
Exactly. All right, let's keep going around. Bella, you're up next.
Well, crap, because I'd forgotten that we were doing our A characters, and I wish I could remember her name, and I
Trina.
can't. Oh, Trina Humblebelly.
Yeah.
Yes, there she is. Okay. So yeah, I'm playing Trina Humblebelly. A lovely little halfling, and yeah, for now, again, that is where I'm at.
There we go. All right. And then let's go around to Steve.
Hi. I'm Steve. I'm playing Cranky, the enormous bear, who's a bear.
He's a bear.
That's
He's a
about
bear
all there
under
is
there.
to it. He looks very cuddly and sweet and is good at making puppy dog eyes. And
Hey, you rolled a 19 to convince them to give you free fish. Rather than take notes, I was re-listening, and I was like, oh yeah, that was fun.
yeah, if you're a bear, you might as well pretend to be a circus bear, or actually just be a circus bear. Why not?
I mean, we haven't filled in his backstory. Maybe. Anyway, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Your character's yours.
Yeah, it will just evolve as time goes on.
Absolutely.
The one thing we do know, he's a bear, but he was raised by wolves.
Okay. He howls good for a bear. And then also, the other person you tend to speak with a lot is Dylan.
Yeah, I'm Judy, and I'm playing Gwendolyn, the elf druid.
Very elvish.
Very druidish.
Totally druidic at the same time. Likes hanging out at Stonehenge.
She doesn't look druidish. Sorry, that's an old Spaceballs reference for anybody. Yeah, anyway.
Spaceballs.
Gone to plaid. All right, and I'm Todd. I'm going to be the DM. We will occasionally have some guest spots going forward, especially when we get to the next part of this, part B of the campaign, but this is the prologue. So let's dive in back to where we were. The city of Neverwinter, the jewel of the north, along the Sword Coast, and lots of people passing through a semi-formal guard system. Lots of adventurers, lots of people trying to make their fortune, seize the land and the mountains and the wildlands outside of the city. And you find yourselves, for one reason or another, here together in a dark back alley of Neverwinter. 2 former guards leading the way through, trying to just keep a hold, one last favor for an old employer, and find yourselves caught up in something. One simple patrol sidelined as you stumbled upon a body. Here, laying before you in the dim light, you can see a crumpled form of a man. Devlin Fernhart was his name. The marks on his body indicating a rough death. Blood streaking down the front of his robes. He's wearing unusual gray robes, kind of over top of standard leather armor. You can see they're torn in places. He's got blood dripping down his... Both eyes gazing up at the sky, as though just glancing past the woman who is cradling him, kneeling in front of him. Kavori Fernhart, his sister. Both of them mercenaries. Also, the ties to the guard, not unlike the aspirations of some of you. She weeps before you for her dead brother, his arms still outstretched where he had fallen, and an eyeball, desiccated eye, falling from his hands, almost falling into shadow, but spotted by the ever-watchful Dane. Gwendolyn taking a closer look at this strange artifact encased in glass. The eyeball is moving. As you tilt your hand, it rotates, having read an inscription around the edge of the glass, a magical key phrase that she sounded out. Hail the Undying. The eyeball now grotesquely animated, the iris glowing with this sickening green light, as it now turns, having inspected all of you, quick succession, boom, 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 snapping to the party that it is with, then walking a direction ahead towards the end of the alley, slightly down. Adventurers, who were brought here by fate or by choice, by mere happenstance. What do you want to do?
Well, if I remember correctly from having re-listened to last week's episode, Cranky has lifted the grate to the sewer where the smell was coming from that he followed from the eyeball to there. And he's gone down. He's just going. He's not waiting.
Snorkeling bear hunting for truffles.
Exactly.
I'll walk up to Kavori. I'll say, hey, sorry about your brother, but we needed to act quickly. He had an eye, that weird eye artifact rolled out from his hand, and now it's been activated and it's pointing somewhere. And I point to...
Yeah. He would want you to... Look, we were tasked by Lord Neverwinter. We were hunting down... There were rumors of... In the shadows, there's people doing terrible things, disappearances, the theft, intimidation, and we were tasked with hunting it down. And it caused him to...
She begins to weep.
I clear my throat. Right. There are several footprints going off, and, well, we either take what we have back to report in, or we follow where the gaze is taking us and maybe find out where it leads us. It could lead us to the people that offed your brother.
Yeah.
Okay. When she starts kind of crying and getting upset, Trina's gonna just kind of put her hand on her shoulder and mumble a few words and cast Calm Emotion just
Okay.
to help her cope.
All right, mark off the spell slot. Anybody else in range as well? Feel the temperature up as settling calms and hackles that might have arisen, calming back behind, and her tears begin to subside.
Does she want to challenge it?
No, she fails the save. She kind of rubs her eyes and she's like,
Yeah. The trail is still, it's not cold, so someone should go after them. I can't leave them like this. What? It's Dane, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trina. I remember. Sorry,
and you guys do know each other from your guard days, so she kind of nods, reassured by your presence and the divine magic.
Someone should take as you say, should take the word back to the Lord Neverwinter and then bury him. My
Right.
Talbot. Would you? I'm sorry. Once that's dealt with, I'm gonna want to help. I'm gonna want to stick a dagger, or I guess arrest the people who did this. But if you could help, if you could track them, if you could get them.
Look, there's only two of us as guards. We're escorting and a recruit, and
I think maybe you mean 3 of us, plus some deputies, and my bear.
Well, maybe 2.5, and 2 civilians
The voice
who are
that
not
you had
deputies.
wished would have been silent pipes up from a little bit behind you in the alley as Tennyson Remington, cadet first class, pipes up as he steps forward, overcoming the calm emotions fear, calming his fear of the dead body his first time around such action and such troublesome things. He has recovered himself and retained his former stature. Don't worry, we'll track them down, or my name's not Tennyson Remington.
Okay.
Did anybody see where my bear went? I mean, your bear? And he points to Gwendolyn. Mr. Bunkles?
He went over, he was sniffing some things out, checking things out over by that drain over there.
Just see his butt sticking out.
Yeah, he's Winnie the Poohing. His butt's sticking out. Hey, actually, just for fun, can you roll a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. Dexterity saving throw. Me, some. 12.
Oh, the DC was 15. You are Winnie the Poohing. You're like,
he'll do that
a little wedged.
Yeah, he'll do that classic. Like anytime any animal is halfway down a hole, he just kind of like rotates around and scrambles his feet, and it's like, this is just a problem I have to solve. I'm going to get through this hole.
Yeah, and it does seem to widen out a little bit further ahead, but at the moment, you could use a hand. You are definitely stuck, and everybody else now sees and hears you as you're scrabbling around.
You can hear his claws of his rear feet scratching on the ground and grunts.
Right. Favori, like I said, there's only a few of us. There might be several of them. I do agree that maybe we see where it leads us, but we will need someone to go back and bring more guards.
I can do that. I'll get my brother's body back to camp, and then I'll get reinforcements. Just if it's confusing, try to leave a bit of a trail if you can.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We'll mark off where we go with some arrows so that you can follow us.
And if you come out, will you meet me back at the training camp if we lose you?
Yeah.
All right. May the gods watch over you.
And I turn over then, as I assume she's departing, to Gwen,
Yeah,
and
she
say,
starts to
I can't.
lift and carry
can't
her
ask-
brother's body as best she
Yeah.
can.
Gwen, right? I can't ask you to join us in this. This is guard's duty.
Nonsense. We
suggest
can
that you-
deputize her.
And
As
no,
David
we're
said.
not doing that. If you and your friend, I would say that you've traveled with us enough. We were here to escort you, but we won't be able to escort you anymore. I can't ask you to come with us. Do this.
It just says, okay, bye.
And thus ends campaign prologue
Yeah.
1. She pieces out,
Done.
mystery enshrouds, and we'll cut to heartbeat. Okay.
No. I got nothing better. I don't want to.
I mean, your bear is stuck. Your bear
Yeah.
companion, friend.
I need to go get Cranky out there. He's kind of stuck, it looks like.
Okay.
I'll talk to him and see, I'll let him.
You hunker down near the bear bottom.
They've heard you talk to him. They don't understand that he decides to talk back to you in languages none of them know.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so I'll go over to Cranky and see what I can do to.
Sure. Let's you
help
could
him.
either give the
I was
help
like,
action.
stand on his butt and jump on him, like push him down.
Nice.
That
All right.
works.
I'll help. Obviously, I'm
Sure.
stronger.
So, why don't you all just roll strength saves or athletics? Steve, you can choose athletics or acrobatics.
Is better. Definitely athletical. Oh,
Nat 20, 26.
Well,
yeah.
that'll just go as.
That's why I don't need to roll them.
This is
Yep.
better for you.
No.
Do you want
he
to
said
push
no,
him in
no,
or pull
for
him
me
out?
it was the one is you were acrobatic.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's not.
You could use either, so we'll just go.
No, this
Actually, I'll
is
tell you
not.
what. You go to
Did
pull,
you see mine?
and she's jumping
Try?
up and down. You're like, he's wedged on the way out. He could get in easier than he can get out.
I'll push him in.
No, we didn't
Five.
see yours, Bella.
22.
Oh,
26.
everybody's helping. All right, so you all jump on the bear.
Everyone's pushing on the bear.
Yeah, it's Winnie the Pooh right up in here, and you're all
You
just
know what? Going-
as you go, as if suddenly gives way, and you go all tumbling in. And now, if you are on D&D Beyond, you are now in a twisting kind of. It would have been a sewer, but it's well overgrown. Now, deep underneath parts of Neverwinter, there are catacombs, so it's not. They're often interblended with sewers, but there were catacombs underneath the city in various locations. Some of them ruined, some of them kept up, some of them converted into sewers. So these are sprawling catacombs underneath. So you find yourselves, it's in a small tunnel. It's about 10 feet high, roughly stone. Sections of it overgrown with roots poking through. Some of it more refined than others. As out of curiosity, who has dark vision?
Hmm.
Pretty sure Cranky does.
think I do.
Halflings don't typically, unless you have a spell for that, and
No?
humans don't typically.
Where would I see if he
No,
does?
right.
Oh yeah, I have dark vision, 60 feet worth.
Oh,
There.
I
I
have
have dark vision.
Yeah.
I have dark
And-
vision as well.
Yeah,
So these two can see much better than the rest of you in the dark. So while you start to try to dissuade them for coming along, they take it in rather quickly. The eye compass is busy locked on a particular location, leading forward. Who's holding the eye? Just curious.
I believe
It
it's
wouldn't be
Gwen.
me.
With Gwen?
I think I had it last. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's in your hand, and you can see a
Mhm.
dim green light emanating from it. There, parts of these catacombs were you made me laugh with that gif in chat there, Steve. For our listeners, it's a Winnie the Pooh being pushed on the bum. Anyway,
That's a drop. Which
so the rest of you do see the occasional rusted wall sconce that might have at one point held torches, but they have long burnt out. Do anyone else do anything about light sources?
I will put away my shield, have my main hand with the sword, and the other hand I'll light a torch. If you could also let me into the tabletop.
Oh, I suppose I
Yeah,
could.
I can't get into the tabletop either.
I will try to.
When I launched it, it said
yeah, it's the
Please
first
wait.
waiting for your DM
Oh.
to start.
happen stuff.
Don't poke the
Oh.
owlbear.
Start session.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. We can see. In a little while, I'll figure out how to put this on there. Main thing is we can see. All right. So, as you can see in front of you, the tunnel's kind of occasional stone archways, rough-hewn stone, stretching out in front of you, branching off, mostly to the left, but you see little side branches either caved in or just perhaps they're only just this is catacombs, so it is designed for burial purposes. You don't immediately see any graves or any sign of bodies. As you press through behind the what do we call that? The ensconced bear? The one that what do you call like squishing someone into something? Like so much toothpaste squeezed out of a tube.
You squeeze.
You also enter this zone behind, and you can hear the crunch of footsteps echoing off the walls. Sections are damp, dripping with moisture. There's also quite a lot of dust down here. All right, what to do?
So we're down in there. I'm just following the scent of the thing that I was already following the scent of.
Sure. Do a survival check for me.
Survival. You'd think a bear could survive, but anyway, not exactly.
Or perception.
It's all the same. 22.
22. All right. Ew.
Almost
Okay.
a crit.
That's pretty high. All right, you can definitely smell. You smell a few things up ahead. You can smell stale air, but there is a slight drifting in it. Like there may be openings further in. Catch the stench of owl refuse, sewage somewhere. Just a hint of it at this point, but it is further in. You also get the unmistakable pang, death.
Delicious.
They're or almost a nat 20. I gotta reward that. So let's go with you can smell. It's a weird smell that ever so slight hint of armor oil, but old, almost ornamental, like someone would put on ceremonial armor. Not necessarily for, but it's just the faintest whiff. All right. You press forward, following where the eye goes, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Right. So you press forward. It's just going to take me a second to reveal the map as we go. So it begins to wind a little bit, and you see it opening up ahead. The light flickering off the floor stops up ahead as you begin to move way ahead. So it opens up. Oh, give me a quick marching order so we can count who's doing where. Of course, you put the spellcaster in the front, right?
Yeah, Cranky's in the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm behind Cranky or behind Gwendolyn.
You're muted, Bella. You're muted, Bella. Oh, good.
I'm in the rear. Dana's behind Gwendolyn.
Okay.
All right.
That kind of makes sense since they have dark vision and we don't. So we're with the torches and
Yeah.
kind of in the back.
With your perception, Frankie and Gwendolyn, as you you're like, you can't come with us. You're not trained for this. Now, please go in front.
I picture it more like he took off first, went through the hole, and it's just kind of doesn't. He's not slowing down for anyone to catch up. It's kind of like
his friend is following behind because she trusts Cranky, and we go together.
Yeah.
And we're following, and once in a while, I'm kind of doing a notch on the wall with my sword, just to kind of almost like a little arrow.
So, as you kind of get to a section where it begins to open up, Frankie and Gwendolyn see it pretty well. The rest of you, it'll take a moment for the torchlight. It does illuminate. It opens up into what was likely once a larger room, but time or wear, water has chiseled away at the edges. As there, you can hear the echoes of your footsteps bouncing off as though from a much larger space than what you're seeing. Currently see stone pillars, floor to ceiling, and it widens up. And a large section of the room is just worn away by this water. And so you also hear the rushing of water coming. At the moment, it's funny because you hear it's more of like it's not so much a river as a stream level of water, and you can hear it falling from above, falling a good long way, and then splashing into what is likely a pool down below in the darkness. If you get a little bit closer, you might be able to see the bottom.
Well, I'm going forward.
Okay, so you enter the larger space. The soft lapping of water echoes through this chamber. Wood and stone debris from collapsed buildings litter the area. This was once some kind of ceremonial-based room, or perhaps the bottom of floor of a larger building that is long buried. You can hear water cascading from above into darkness. You can see kind of pipes sticking. Those with dark vision out to 60 feet can see these pipes and open tunnels dropping this water. You've been descending steadily. You're pretty far underground at this point. And there's these open tunnels that are dropping streams of water from above. You imagine when it rains, this is quite the deluge. It's worn through the floor, and it actually wears down another 30 or 40 feet as the edge of this kind of forms a cliff. It's cutting the room roughly into about half on the diagonal, but it is a rough cut forged by water. The The firelight, as you in there, can barely make out much detail. But as you are now entering the room, those with dark vision, you can see the brackish water at the bottom, about 30 or 40 feet below the lip. There's a rickety wooden and rope braced system kind of stretching across. I will give you a basic idea. Stretching across from tied around a pillar and stretching down and towards kind of a diagonal entrance. Then there's another one stretching like ropes stretching down below. They look very old and pretty threadbare.
Where the eye pointing?
The eye is pointing. It's flicking back and forth as though there's a bit of an option here. Always from this direction, north is up on the map. It would be always southwest down towards the opening into the tunnel by the water. But choice is yours to try to go across the rickety, basically rope bridge that's in front of you to an opening on the far wall that's basically eye level, slightly down and mostly dry by the look of things. Or you can descend down into the 30 feet into the tunnel, into the water below, into the pool, and through that tunnel as though following the river. There doesn't appear to be any major opening in the rest of this space.
Maybe since I'm the smallest, like, does anybody have another rope that you could tie to me just in case this doesn't hold? And
Yeah.
I could test it out really carefully and slowly, and then see if the rest of us should do it.
I mean, that would be very brave. Do you want to do it?
Does anybody have a rope?
Yeah, I have a rope, obviously.
Maybe I have a rope.
Just-
I don't know.
Inventory.
So the two options is one, you're going diagonal southwest to another spot
30 feet.
across 30 feet, or you just descend down into the water.
Pretty much. Now, they're both heading in exactly the same direction, just is along this wooden bridge, and tying into kind of, there's overgrown, I'm just slightly draw on the map, so hopefully you can see there. And also I got the map working on the live stream. So if you wanted to try to do the drier route, you could go on the, I'll call it Orange Bridge.
But that's
Sick.
rickety.
That's
Okay.
rickety to a fairly overgrown section that is likely an opening. And that's more or less eye level from where you're currently standing. Or you can go down on these ropes /
Threadbare
vines
ropes.
into the water section, which seems to also be flowing in generally the same direction. The eye is facing down and in that direction vaguely, but it looks like either path would go in the same general direction. Do you
Yeah,
like the
let's do
high road
bridge.
or the low road?
High road.
I feel like I still maintain my offer. If somebody puts a rope around me for safety, just in case it is too rickety, I think I should try to cross the bridge and
Then tie off.
see, since I'm lighter, if it might be able to sustain us one at a time.
I will
I'm
take a
gonna-
rope.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I'm gonna ask Cranky if he smells anything more here, there, or anything.
Yeah, because his
Go ahead and do a
plan-
perception check. Another one.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
a little while.
Frankie
through
is just
twisting.
going to continue following the smell without hesitation until something bad happens to him.
All
That's
right.
smart.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he may have lost it.
You may not smell anything now.
Do you see my rolls,
That
Todd?
sucks.
I did, but I was looking away at that exact time. What did you roll?
It was a 6.
A 6. Well, you smell stanky water at this point. Something below is smelly and not in a good way. It's hard to tell
He will
anything with the stench.
frustratedly, yeah. So he will frustratedly circle around, smelling until he gets his bearings again.
His bearing. Sorry, I had to. I'm
I will
sorry.
tie a rope around Trina
Sure.
and brace on one side in case if she's falling out, I can kind of pull her back or keep her from falling too far.
Absolutely. And
This is gonna go well, I can tell.
yeah, of course. Why this would be no problem. I'm not even gonna. You know what? Just for fun, just make a roll. Make a roll.
I'm gonna
D20.
tie off.
Yeah.
On the side to her. I think
even though she's
off.
wearing heavy armor as a cleric, so she's small though. You could probably lift her without much trouble. All right, Trina, just go ahead and roll a d20. And if you
Just
want,
a D20.
you know what?
No athletics, no
you
nothing.
can add athletics or acrobatics. You choose. It's about stepping on boards
I'm
and
strong. So I'm gonna go with the athletics.
sure.
Okay. 21.
21.
Is it
All right.
is it now showing to you?
I believe so.
Because I took it out of Whisper.
There is a bit of a delay, so I don't always see them right away.
Okay.
I saw Steve's roll, for example. I didn't see 21, but also for our listeners, we want to call it out. All right, Trina,
Right.
you step deftly. You're going from board to board, and it gets a little tricky. You've stepped out. You're about 10 feet along from where the edge of this rope bridge has left the edge, and there's a pillar in the way, and it's kind of looped a couple of rope lines around there, just so it's almost like a center support spot for this, like they had tied to this first, and then there's just this little, it's basically thick rope wrapping around this pillar, and you kind of have to hug the pillar, get around to the other side, duck under the wire, and then keep walking along this rope bridge. And it's the longer section, so it's getting a little swayy. Some of the boards complain underneath even your halfling weight. They are complaining, but you manage to not misstep, and you get right up to the far side. Now, at this point, you see it's essentially, at a first glance, looks like just an overgrown section of entrance, like a tunnel that's partly overgrown, partly lots of roots pressing through, and you can try to squeak through this cramped little collapsed / overgrown section, or you can try to cut it through. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to wriggle through.
Sure. Give me a acrobatics. Acrobatics is probably the bet here.
$12.
Right. Steve. You.
Let me guess, it was 13.
There's a moment when you're like, oh my god, my armor is wedged. My armor is wedged. I'm gonna die here. I'm stuck in the, I'm through. And it's like the buckle pops and you're through, kind of popped out. Now it's not specifically on this map, but I want you to imagine there is now tunnel extending pretty much just like the other one, extending straight ahead. It's rough-hewn stone ahead, looking very much like the last one. The only catch is it's very dark in here without the light source.
8. So I can't see shit.
Well, you can do a perception check. It's just going to be in disadvantage.
Okay. Why not? Why not? $18 and second one is 12.
18 and a 12. So we'll take the 12 because it's disadvantage. So you can make out this is a much drier tunnel. Most of the water has gone the other way. It is constructed similarly to the ones you've come down, rough hewn stone. And you can hear some echoes bouncing ahead of you as though they're bouncing off of a wall. It's more you can hear than you can see. But you get this kind of weird echo like there's a change in the tunnel ahead. It's not something you can see, but it's not it's like the tunnel doesn't proceed in a straight line in front of you very far. Probably a rough estimate, maybe 20 feet ahead of you, but it's very dim, so it's hard to make it out. The rest of you just watched her wriggle in between some roots. Anything?
Trina, tie the rope off.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of try to feel around for something really that I can tie off.
Tying, I'm going to factor as a survival check. So go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay, survival.
And we'll see what you can find to tie off to.
Great at that. I rolled an 8.
All right. Well, good news is the main two choices were some of the roots that you just pressed through looked like they were okay, but then you find it in the edge of the wall, feel more than see, and you're like, wait, there's an iron sconce that's been pounded into the wall here. That's got to be strong. Go ahead and tie off on that. Give the rope a little tug. All right. Who's going next?
Has my circular sniffing allowed me to reacquire scent yet?
No.
Unfortunately, the stench from below is really overpowering anything. It's the smell of humanoids, like feces mixed with some salt water mixed with weird other smells, and you still get a tinge of that armor oil every once in a while, and you get a little stench of it's all just too many nasty smells to really pick it out. Gordon, or sorry, Steve, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and assuming that he's just going to follow Trina,
sure,
without having a care for the state of the bridge.
All right, go ahead and roll either athletics or acrobatics.
Just really quick. I have to take my dogs out.
Do it. You're safely tucked in a tunnel. What could go wrong?
You could roll a 1.
Wait till I get back to kill us.
Wrecking the bridge.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Cranky just wrecks the bridge.
Yeah. The bear climbs out on the bridge, and you all hear...
It's a 7. It comes up to a 7, but still.
Snap, snap. It all goes crashing down, and the bear goes with it, head over heels, into the darkness below. I'm going to get you to do an acrobatics check for me.
Yeah.
Get some kill.
Also,
Mute.
You're
mute.
Also, yeah, Trina, you're muted. Oh, she'll be back. All right, so unfortunately,
I said I'm bringing
land...
you with. I don't want to miss this.
Fair enough. I'm going to say that on a natural 1, in his flailing to try to grab, one hand gets the pillar and just rakes bear claws right down like a tree that a hunter would find in the woods. Just these massive bear claws are tearing chunks out of this one pillar most of the way down. But the other paw grabs the rope, the one that didn't snap, the one that's tied to both Dane and Trina. So, Dane, go ahead and make a strength save. Or a strength check. Ooh. God.
Gwendolyn's going to be standing there. Everything's
Is
going
it
to be gone.
athletics or strength saving throw?
Either. You choose.
I mean, they're the same for me. So
Yeah.
Remington Shavers.
that would be an 11.
That's
Yeah.
not going to do it.
Used up
So
all my- used up all my
you
good rolls
see
on
the
smell
rope
test.
getting pulled, and you're like instinct just to grab on, and then Tannisson's like, what, and he grabs you, and everybody's just desperate to try to hold on, and the rope that is being pulled by this massive bear just, and it retroactively, I did not let, you know what, I'm just gonna say it. It's too much weight with everybody all putting their weight on this thing at the same time, except Gwendolyn. The rope on Dane's side snaps. And the rope on not Dane. The rope on Trina's side that she had looped around this sconce snaps and goes flying out of the room. The other side, the rope goes taut for a second, and you're all like, okay, and you all go to grab it and pull. But behind you, the pillar you tied it around starts to creak and then give as all of you begin to get pulled down. And then the old pillar itself starts to fold in the middle and large sections of the ceiling start falling out. Gwendolyn, you have a choice. Everyone else is falling into the pit. You were the only one who didn't. You have a choice. I'm assuming Trina was still tied on, although you said you tied off. Okay,
No,
so Trina and Gwendolyn are left up top. But Gwendolyn, the ceiling begins to cave in. Do you want to go after them? Do you want to make a run for the exit? Do you want to just dive off the edge? What do you want to do? The ceiling is caving in as you see the pillar next to you crumbling, the rope down the way, and the others plummeting into the dark.
So when I look down, I can see where the water is.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet below.
Can I see kind of how deep it is?
It looks like there was once quite a lot of stone and rubble. Maybe even some other bridge constructs, maybe even some wrought iron, maybe the big old metal chandelier at the bottom. It was once in the ceiling of this room. It's collapsed in a pile at the base. The water is pretty thick and soupy with, let's not think too closely about what it's thick with. But that's all you can get in this instance of glance. Your friends are still in the process of falling. You have a heartbeat to decide.
Okay. Spell. I don't know what spell. I don't even know.
You could also try to jump and
that's why I was asking, like, how deep it was. Like, if I could, like,
Let me make
there
a
was a
suggestion.
spot where I could jump into that was safer.
Well, not the pile in the middle. Yeah, timey-wimey.
Because I don't think I'd ditch out on Cranky.
My thought
But
for you, just because Judy's new to D&D,
yeah.
cast Entangle. Using the roots of all the plants that are growing underground here to either stabilize the ceiling, or catch us. Probably stabilize the ceiling. Right?
Either that or feather fall. If you have feather fall.
I don't think I have feather fall.
No,
but you
but I think Entangle.
Entangle, I would let you do some interesting things with Entangle. It's pretty instinctive. I don't know how exact, but you could definitely try it.
I think it's kind of a cool use of it.
Or you can just leap for it. I agree. I like the cool ideas, and that seems cool.
So, I mean, sorry. Time out.
Yeah.
You're a druid. You have wild shape. You could literally turn into a fish.
All right.
Go in the
I can
water.
turn into things.
You could turn into a
forgot about that.
bird and
Well,
fly
bird at higher
around.
level, but
So, like, don't worry about entangle or this or that. Like, turn into a bird or turn into a fish. Do you want to go in the water or do you want to be a bird and
well,
fly
technically
down
she
around?
can't do bird because she's not
Oh,
high
she
enough
can't?
level.
Oh,
Right.
okay, my bad.
But you can become something that could handle a drop like that. You could even become like
There you go.
a lemur type or monkey or
Yeah.
another bear.
Where's that?
You could
Okay.
maybe even leap across as a monkey to
Oh,
the.
wild shape.
Yeah, I totally. I like that better than entangle. That's
The
what
only
I would
reason I'm
do.
saying entangles, it could save everyone if you stop the roof from collapsing on us, but I'll be fine.
All right, so we're wild shaping.
And-
So go ahead and
We're
mark off
wild
the use of wild shape. What form roughly do you want to be?
Yeah, I think kind of leaping, flying monkey type.
Flying squirrel.
Not squirrel, but more monkeys that can like,
Sure.
you
So,
know, jump
in
and
your-
leap and not fly, but like kind of
Yeah.
go far in their jumps.
Okay. So the pillar that was wrapped with that rope, the rope that's wrapped around that pillar, the bridge is gone, but the rope around the pillar's still there. A really good purchase if you could jump that far. So I'd let you do an athletics check to leap to that better supported pillar that's not quite halfway over to where Trina currently is. So go ahead and roll athletics, and I'm going to let you roll with advantage because you are in monkey form.
Yeah, athletics. Here you go.
Pretty easy jump for a monkey, to be honest.
Oh,
More
no,
with a
okay.
catch.
Could you do acrobatics?
Sure,
Is that
I would
cool?
also allow acrobatics. It's jumpy.
It's a lot better than that one.
Yeah, fair.
I would have said acrobatics because it's jumping
Then
and
roll again.
flying.
Two.
Yeah, and then you take the better of the two.
Okay.
You'll take the first one.
I'll take
12.
the first one.
Yeah.
Fair. Right. Weird. You guys are seeing all these?
That is weird.
Anyway, just call them out. It's good for the podcast listeners anyway.
Yeah.
So
So
you
12,
make it.
Yeah.
No problem. You definitely mid-air transform as you brace yourself, leap, and you catch. I'll even give you this. You catch that pillar and your full monkey form as soon as you mid-air transform. Grab onto it. The tail's kind of, pinwheeling as you counterbalance, and then you get around to the other side of it. You're looking down to see what's happening to the others. Okay, time reverts to regular speed as these three go. The bear goes, and the others go whoa, 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 and go falling in. Dane, I'm gonna need an acrobatics check, and I'll do the same for Tennyson, who also tried to grab. And Steve, you rolled a nat 1 on your save. Oh no,
I
you
rolled a
7.
4 on my acrobatics.
Ooh. Okay. So
No, well, on my what? Sorry, I rolled a 1 on my attempt to get across the bridge,
and then
on
I
the
think
fall,
it was on the fall
it
it was a
is a 7.
yeah.
7,
So
7.
you do fail, and so you're gonna
Yeah,
take
but-
full damage from this.
Sure.
And also
Why not?
Dane, the two of you land on that old chandelier, and you land badly. And then a heavy armored body lands on top of you as Tennyson comes crashing down as well, further damaging you all together. And I swear to God, I just rolled this. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
You
no.
take 16 points of bludgeoning / piercing damage as the sharp iron bits of the chandelier puncture parts of you, and then the damage from impact.
We're all taking that?
So
16,
Dane
yeah.
and Frankie both take 16.
No way to diminish that, I guess. Eh?
That's what the acrobatics was for.
All right. Perfect. I'm only half dead. It's fine.
Yeah. You're good. Tennyson's on top. He's like, oh, thank goodness. Something soft cushioned my fall. Took half. Okay.
At least we're not in the water. And I'm just
that's
thrown
true.
and, like,
Actually, that
push Tennyson off me.
you're a little. You push Tennyson into. There's only one place to go, which is into the slop.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
No,
But
okay.
No.
You position yourselves. I love how Bella is muted, but I can tell what she's saying. Just she's miming for those listening. Bella is making a hand tipping motion as if to say, "Push the motherfucker in the water."
I would be tempted, but like I'm on a mission. So.
Okay. He does try to help you to your feet, and eventually he bends down. He's like, "Mr. Bunkles, are you all right?"
Oh,
I like how you almost talked. Gwendolyn, you're looking down there, and you can see everybody. You and Trina exchange a look, and you're basically eye to eye, about 10 feet apart. So, Trina, do you want to go down with the rest of the party? Stay in your nook, lower a rope, or Gwendolyn, you're kind of on the pillar between. Jump to Trina, or you could jump down. It would be more of you have a climb speed, so you would be able to climb down this pillar without risking damage.
Is there a way for Trina to get down, or not really?
Not so much. Oh, and no, I'll say Dane, you still have your torch. You didn't hit the sloppy water, so it didn't go out.
I do have more than one, but sure.
So if I go over to Trina, I'm just trying to picture this in my head.
Yeah, we could
Is
split
there a
the
way
party.
for us to? Is there a way for us to get down to them from where Trina is, or no?
Trina can't tell. It's pretty dark in there. There is a turn in the tunnel. You go investigate it. Do an easy acrobatics check to go and grab onto the roots and wiggle through the way Trina went, or you can drop down with the rest of the party. Fortunately, she doesn't have a light source.
Yeah. I think I'd probably go over to where Trina is, so she's not all by herself.
Fair enough. So
And then
go
see
ahead
if
and
we
make
can
an
find a way
acrobatics
down
check.
there.
And I'll count this as both the leap and the wiggle through the branches. The DC is not very high because you are a jumping monkey climbing thing.
Yeah.
so low right now.
My jumping monkey can't do very well. I rolled a 5.
Oh,
Don't you have don't you have advantage?
oh yes, you do have advantage. I'm gonna count as part of your climb speed, basically.
Okay, that's much better than that. Okay, 19.
Okay, that's better. So you do leap, and if you're looking at this map, there's this little branch that is just sticking out slightly farther than the rest of them. So you go to leap, and you're short. You're like sure you're gonna fall, and you just last second your foot, the bottom one, grabs that at the last second, and you curl yourself up and climb in and wiggle through the root system. In this zone, you see Trina in the dark, but you see past her, and there's this reasonably dry tunnel that extends about maybe 20 or 30 feet ahead, and then it turns, but it also descends in a kind of twisting, turning, rough-hewn staircase going down. It does lead in the downward direction. I will reveal it momentarily. Okay. So it does look like you could go downwards in this descending spiral.
I would ask
I'll even
Trina
say-
what her thoughts are. Like, do you like I
can
see a tunnel
see
that goes down?
a
Do you think
little
we should go
flicker
that way, or
of
try to get them the
torchlight.
other way?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, no, I'll tell her what I see and then see what her thoughts are.
Can I do a perception?
Sure, go ahead. You're still at disadvantage, though.
Even with the torchlight?
Well, the
flicker of
torchlight you
torchlight?
see below is very faint, very, very faint. And
All right, well,
it basically is just the. Actually, no, you do see it now. You didn't see it before, so it looks like there is torchlight at the bottom of the stairs, very dim, just a little flicker now and again. But you can now make it out. So it's not enough. It's still very low light, so you still have disadvantage, but you can see it.
well, then with disadvantage, I rolled a 24 and a 7.
Okay, 7 it is. The choice is yours,
So I
really. You
guess-
don't see much.
Well,
Gwendolyn
see
seems to
very
be
much,
able to
but-
see pretty well.
we might as well try.
Should we go
I mean,
check it out and see if it goes down, and then maybe we can get them down at the bottom?
I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
You better take lead, because
Yeah.
I'll just kind of hold on to the back of you if that's okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
forgot I had a voice.
Before we go down, I'm just going to call out to the others and make sure they're all still alive.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, we're going to try and find a way
Bunkles
down to
managed-
you.
Mr. Bunkles saved me from a nasty fall.
All right, okay, down this twisty, windy something. See where it
All
goes.
right. You are going to begin to go down, and it seems to be going pretty well at first. And then about the third step down, you hear, well, go ahead and do a dexterity saving throw for me.
Both of us?
Actually, just Gwendolyn at the moment, because she's the lead.
Dexterity.
Where do I go?
So in your saving throws right there.
Here?
Yeah, click the button.
15.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. That is sufficient. So you step, and it's as though someone had kind of loosened or baked this stone step to be solid. So as the moment you put any pressure on it, it sinks away from your foot and goes. Sorry, I punched my microphone and it turned off. All right, so as I was saying, the stone just fully gives way, and about a section of about 4 stones in front of you goes sliding off down. And if you had failed, you would have slid with it, potentially taking damage. But you're just on the edge of this kind of flattened section of this descending spiral staircase. But you are okay. You brace yourself off. Trina is pulling on your cloak, and perhaps that's been a helpful to you not falling. It is essentially a rough trap. You avoided it, either on purpose or neglect. It's hard to tell. You continue descending down the stairs, avoiding the worst of that section that was loose, and you make it to the bottom where it essentially opens up into a slight further tunnel. I'll just do the green drawing, and it extends at the bottom in an ever so slighter widening room. The middle one doesn't. And you can see now the flickering light of Dane's torch reflecting off water. At the bottom, this kind of opens up almost like a dock on the edge of this river stream, and you see sections of wood, and it looks like some ropes were actually put there, as though a rough kind of platform was kind of braced, and you can see ropes descending into the water, and with your perception, you can see the remains of an old kind of rough-hewn rowboat or skiff, but it's taken on water over time, or perhaps the rockfall just took it out because sections of the ceiling did fall down. And anyway, it is at the bottom, but you can just make out the shape of an old skiff or rowboat that was tied up here. Somebody used to use this as a way to get down and through without touching the water. You come out from that section and you look towards the light source, and you can see, standing at the edge of this, you can see Dane and them perched on top of the rubble and the old chandelier. They're probably 25 feet away from you. The water looks kind of medium deep. On a halfling, you'd be underwater swimming, but for a medium-sized creature, it'd be coming up to like chest height, and it is all manner of unfortunate things are floating in that water. And the stench. Oh, I can't hear you for some reason. Is that me? Oh, it switched my output. Of course it switched my output. Why wouldn't it switch my output? Okay, try again.
Okay, can you hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you now. Sorry about that. That was all me.
No, it's all good. So I call out to Cranky and Dane and Remington. I never remember his first name.
Tennyson.
Tennyson, right? Yes. I'd be like, "Hey, we're down here. We found a way down. Do you guys see a way that you can get over to us?"
I'm
Because
gonna
I
look around. Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Like, is there a way maybe around?
It's pretty, I mean, there might be a little bit of a lip around the edges, but it's pretty worn by water. It's like almost like an edge of a river. So you could maybe keep the worst of it out and like scoot along the edge without sinking too far. It would be nice if you could actually like get a boat or something. Maybe you could make one from the rubble or something. But oh, you could grab some of the vines and things, and maybe some of the fallen rubble might be able to walk on it, but it's not looking good. You could try walking on some of the rubble to just stay out of the worst of it.
Can we try and pull up that boat that sunk and see if there's a way to fix it?
Between the two of you, it's not too hard. It's a little slimy, but you pull it up and you can see it's in decent enough shape. If it weren't for a hole in the middle of it, but it doesn't look that large. It's probably got like a 6-inch hole in the bottom, but you might be able to wedge it with something or turn it in, use some of the various bits to kind of, or mending. I don't know if your cleric has mending.
I do.
See if I
Ooh.
can.
All right.
I do.
Well, what do you want to do then?
I'm gonna start mending.
You grab some pieces of wood, you hold it there, you say in your prayer. What does that kind of go like? Oh, I can see the visual. A little wax on, wax off action.
Yeah. No, this would be wax off.
Oh.
It's waxing on.
It's all wax on. All right, it's going to take you literally 1 minute, but the ever so slight glow of your magic. What color does your magic tend to glow anyway?
I believe.
Or is it more subtle and it's just you move your hand and it's magically mended beneath?
It's kind of like when it's healing. So when it's like more of my healing magic or which would be mending as well.
Sure.
It's greenish, like a very faint green.
Okay.
But when it's more of the guiding bolt or Full Dead or whatever, it's a little darker green.
Fair enough. All right, so this pale green light is glowing out from underneath your hands, and that reminds you, Gwendolyn, at that moment you kind of look at your own hand holding a tiny green light source of your own, and it is looking off to your right down this tunnel, the flooded tunnel. All right, so everybody else stays put. and you make a.
I think like we would do a short rest if like. I think like if we're waiting here, waiting for the boat to mend, like how long would be a short rest? Is that like
short rest is about an hour?
Okay, maybe not then.
Okay. So, if you guys are gonna just stay put on the rubble, or you could try to leap across, but that would be a pretty big leap. That's a good 20, 25 feet.
Yeah,
You could jump to a nearby pillar and then kind of leap across Spider-Man style, but I don't know if you're feeling that.
not feeling it.
Okay. You're
I'm gonna
wait for
second.
the-
I am gonna second window while I'm waiting.
Sure thing. Go ahead and mark that off. All right. Once your little skiff is working and seems to be holding out the water, you place it, you kind of test it out, and it looks about the right size to support 2 or maybe 3 medium-sized creatures. If you're small, it could hold more, and it does have some extra ropes kind of around it, and you do manage to spot, Gwendolyn, you spot a longer pole that one might use to push off, not quite a paddle, but more of a pole, Venetian style kind of steering. So do you got to make your way over and get the rest of the group, but it's not going to hold more than about 2 or 3 medium-sized creatures.
Right. Well, I'm not a monkey anymore, right?
Actually, yes, you would still be monkey form, unless you choose to drop it. You can
Okay.
even talk in monkey form. That's new in D&D rules. So she was just holding your tail.
Yeah, right.
All right,
Yeah.
so both of you would fit in this, and with a squeeze, you could take 2 or maybe 3 more.
Well, not with Cranky. Cranky's takes up a lot of space, probably.
He does.
Wait, what
All
size
right.
did he qualify as?
I don't know.
The boat is yours. You're gonna go pick up your friends?
Yeah, we're gonna go get him.
All right, so you take this skiff over towards them, monkey form and halfling, kind of pushing on against the current, and you kind of make your way over and loop a rope around one of the sticking up iron pieces that has a little bear blood on it now from the impaling. And you will be able to get at least 2 of them. Who do you want to get?
Frank is medium, so he could technically fit if you're sticking to that.
Yeah,
Although
I'll tell you what.
he's not necessarily above swimming.
Yeah, it's pretty stank though, but you could swim. You could try to cram everybody in, but handling on the boat will require some checks. You might capsize, or
We could just come back for the other one.
yeah, you could.
exactly. Let's do that.
We're
Okay.
not gonna do another Cranky and jump off.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so who's going, Dane or Tennyson?
Dane.
Okay.
Yeah, Tennyson, wait here. We'll come
Yeah.
back.
I don't know if I. Can you leave the torch? As you guys drift
I
away.
give him one of the torches if he doesn't have it.
Sure, he doesn't.
Okay, I give him a torch.
He's dangling off the side of the rubble and the crumbled thing, and this surrounded by sewer water and darkness. And he's like, "Okay, I'll just wait here." Ugh. As he looks down at the water. You guys are drifting with the river. You can go over to. Now, you had a pretty good look at that little tunnel that you came through. It doesn't go anywhere else, but the river continues to flow further and turn as you get ahead. You can see it narrows pretty significantly up ahead. The boat will fit, but only just. So, do you want to go to the landing that you came from and stop there, or keep going towards the Narrows?
I think, to be fair to Tennyson, we would probably tie off here and then go back, fetch him, bring it back here, but leave him here for now. And the dock, so he's not just stuck off in the middle of nowhere. And just say, wait here, we'll do another trip. Like, we'll go a little bit further and then
Sure,
come
you
back
could
for
take the time to do that.
All right.
Okay, so
I was just gonna leave him stranded, but that's
I mean,
fine.
that is the funnier play. Let's be
It is.
honest.
It is
That's
funny.
what we would have picked, but you know.
I feel a bit of a responsibility.
I think it's mostly Dane and Trina kind of pulling
Your
this.
character
The
just needs
monkey's
to
a
say that
little
out loud.
small.
Like, are you sure?
Um,
Just leave him there, guys.
And that's the last you saw of Janice.
That is.
I think your character would say that kind of quietly, like, "Are you sure?"
Well, he's the one that dragged us all into this.
The
Wouldn't
torch
let us
is
sneak
burning
behind
low.
the inn.
It'll be
Hello?
fine.
No. Just we'll ferry him to the dock, and we'll just say, "All right, just
All right. So
Hold
you
here.
play back and forth to do this. The monkey is perched up. Easiest place is the monkey just rides on the bear. You're just climb up on his shoulder. It's a monkey, a bear, 2 guards. Very weird. So you guys are standing there, and you have a second while the others go and pick Tennyson back up and bring him to that drier section where you were with the little fake dock. So while that's going on, can I get a perception check from Gwendolyn and Frankie?
18%
Actually, is it okay if because Cranky's looking pretty bad.
He is.
Yeah. I'm going to again lay my very light green hand upon him and do a level 1 cure wounds.
Oh yeah. Heal that bear.
16.
Wow. That is a very... I forgot about the buff to the healing spells. All right, mental note. Double all the damage. Nothing. Nothing. That actually... Anyway, you, I think, are fully healed, right,
Hey,
Bear?
I rolled well.
You did.
Yeah, that fully
Yeah.
heals him.
But what about
Nice.
Dane? He's still hurt too, isn't
I
he?
actually second winded and I healed 12.
He second winded and
So
he got
you're both
all
pretty
of his
good.
health back.
Okay.
All right.
Because I was
So
like, I
while
have a
that
little
went
bit of
down-
healing too if we need it, but
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly. I don't remember.
Cranky doesn't see much with a perception check of 7. It's the stench is making your eyes water a little bit. But Gwendolyn, your keen elven eyes see into the dark and look down the tunnel, kind of the river flowing ahead. You can make out it's like flickering torchlight in the other side of this where it narrows. And you can see just a flicker of 2 torches burning very dimly, almost like tiny candlelight, from kind of up high, as though they were using the sconces. But the flickering light is not typical torchlight. It's a greenish color burning flame.
Similar to the green of the eye.
Pretty similar, yeah. Just right. Oh, draw the little shape. Yeah, I even have green. Bit big. Not huge. But just right. There we go. Just these 2 sconces there
Okay.
have 2 burning green, flickering small flame candles.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll pass the information on. I'll let them know that's what I see up there, and it's
Okay.
All right, so as you're doing the maneuvers to get the knight and you're coming back and you start loading people in, are you going to try to squeeze and bring, or are you going to leave Tennyson there?
I think
I'll
Tannis
ask.
is with us.
It looks like it's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 30 feet with a squeeze in the middle of river between you and where this little light sources are. So you wouldn't have to go that far in the boat. It looks like
And I would
there
say
might
we
be
would do
some
2
steps.
trips.
Okay.
We would do 2 trips where,
Okay.
if it's only 30 feet, but
Yeah.
obviously a little bit concerned about green flame, so yeah.
All right. Who's going to go on the first trip?
Well, Cranky definitely wants to do that.
Okay. And Gwendolyn.
And I'm staying with Cranky because
Yep.
you know we're a pair.
And Dane, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah.
And Trina, do you want to stay with Tennyson or? Okay.
She doesn't want to, though.
Yeah.
As one
Well,
of
I
the
mean,
sea
what would
officers.
happen is I think Trina would go with us, and then like one person or two people would go back for Tennyson, and while the rest kind of stay once we secure the.
Well, I thought
Sure.
you were gonna come back.
There is a current, ever so slightly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so Dane ferries Cranky and Gwendolyn over, and it widens out. You navigate through. Do you have boat? You probably don't have boat handling. It widens through, and you see some stairs here and some marks right between the two greens. And then the water seems to cascade through a grate that is actually built into the wall just north of here. So you have to kind of push off pretty hard to get back. So Dane begins to go back. You manage to squeeze the boat through without too much trouble. As you're going, though, I kind of want to cut to that awkward moment when Trina is standing next to Tennyson. So, you search terrifying catacombs often?
This is our job. Yes. We do what we're told to do.
Of course. Yes, as a brute first class, follow your lead. Good work with the boat. I would not want to swim that. And he pokes at the water with like the tip of his sword, like nudges a bit of
And
sludge.
she just kind of goes.
Oh, she wants to push him. Okay, Dane's almost back to them as the boat comes up, and you're about 5 feet away when Dane's like, and pokes at like a piece of sludge, and the sludge recoils, and rises up, and it's this very sludgy, semi-translucent thing rises up out of the water right where he was poking, and I'm gonna get you all to roll initiative.
Oh my gosh.
As a water weird rears up in the water, and all of you got to avoid it because you were in the boat, but now that it's kind of gained more interest, it pops up.
No initiative.
I got a 19.
So dumb spot.
Gwendolyn's just not paying attention.
I'm off in Hollow Land.
I got a 21.
Frankie got an 18. Dane got a 21. Gwendolyn got a 5.
I got a 19.
And Trina got a 5, and I'll roll for
No, Trina got a 19.
Trina got a 19. And
I got a
Tennyson
5.
got a 9. Yeah. Sorry, did I say Trina? I meant Gwendolyn got a 9.
Yeah.
Or a 5. Yeah.
Well, before we go on,
Yes.
I have alert.
Okay.
Oh.
Which means I can swap initiative with somebody if I want to.
Sure. Did you want to? You see this thing rise up and catch it even before anyone else notices what's going on.
Yes, I do. I'd
Okay.
like to switch my 19 with Dane's. I think, what did you
I got a
Dane?
21.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
I
you
also-
got I thought
And
you got a really
Dane
low.
is only about 5 feet away in the boat.
No, then I'm
You keep it.
not switching.
Sure, but I will say this: it doesn't get any surprise, and you do have you were about to push Tennyson jokingly, I'm assuming, but you could turn that into a pull action if you would like.
Yeah, definitely. I would
All right,
pull him.
so
Like, is he about to fall?
no, but the thing is about to take a swipe at him, so you'd be able to move him out of the way of that swipe.
Yeah,
if you
for
like.
sure.
I'll give you that
But-
for free, and because
should
it's
I-
forced
Is this-
movement,
Is
that's
this
not going to
before
trigger.
the initiative attack, or is this?
Only because she's got alert, I'm kind of letting her, and she was already reaching for him, half jokingly, and it just turns into
Okay.
you grab his cloak and you heave him backwards, and the thing makes a clumsy. It doesn't get an opportunity attack because it's forced movement, so he is not base to base with it anymore. So you're all about 5 feet away from it. It is essentially like a water elemental that's corrupted, and it almost looks like
The sewage.
a snake, but it's got sewage floating in it. It's just gnarly, but
Okay.
it does have almost like a snake-like snout and teeth made out of water. All right, top of the order, Dane. This thing is rising up right in front of you, and you hear this gurgling. Oh, the mic suppresses all the sound when I make sounds. I'm making brilliant sounds, okay, guys? You just have to know that are
We can hear
brilliant.
them.
Yes.
Right.
Just gonna hear this go.
I am going to get the boat going up so that if they want it, like basically I'm moving the boat next to the dock,
Sure.
and I guess I'll be next to the water weird as
Yeah,
well.
you're base to base now. It's just on the right side of your boat, but you wedge it in between, so they could get in the boat, and yet that's
Right.
only spending 5 feet of your movement. Still have more.
Right. And seeing that it's about to attack Remington, I am going to take a swing at the water weird
Okay,
with
make
my
your roll.
longsword.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll use the one. So for the action, just funny story. It's actually the first time we're doing an attack, so I'm trying to see.
Hey, shaking the dust off. All good.
Oh, there we go. 19.
Nice. All right, 19. That is going to definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Right? Ooh, not great. 7, and I'm going to. Can I sap it?
You could sap, yep. So it would have disadvantage on its next attack. However, as you slash it with your blade, it doesn't seem to. It does damage, but it doesn't seem to like cut the way you'd expect. It is resistant.
Right. Resistant to it. So it's really just doing it. All right, and then I'll sap it.
And it is sapped.
And I
It
yell
will
at the
have
others, get
disadvantage.
in.
All right. And next up, Trina. I'm going to say you can
Okay.
hold your move. Sorry, Dane. You still have 25 feet of movement. You can move the boat that after this if you want.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I'd like to do then.
All right. It will provoke attack on you or someone. You if
That's
you
fine.
move away. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Trina's up.
Trina sees it not really work that well, but that it did work.
Yep. You made
And
contact.
she is going to toll the dead.
All right. So
So wisdom saving throw 13.
okay. You're not sure if it's just this semi-intelligent level of this weird elemental type being, or whether it's just like the wisdom of the deep or something, but it rolled a 19 on the die. And I don't think it takes half, does it? No, so unfortunately it doesn't take any damage from that. You have a bonus and a move. See, that's the face of someone who's looking up Toll the Dead, just to be sure.
I am.
As you should.
Because I know it normally, but I don't know if anything has changed.
It's possible. 5.5
with
is
the new,
a bit weird.
Yeah. So,
Oh dear God, what is that thing?
it doesn't look like.
No, I think it's...
It says must succeed on a wisdom throw or take.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
no effect on a miss, but you do have a bonus and you have a move. You gonna get in the boat? Aim said get in the boat.
Get in the boat.
Yeah, my move would be get into the boat. I believe with my War Priest as a bonus action, I can make a attack
I think you can make
with a
a
weapon.
bonus attack as well. Go for it if you'd like.
So I will do my mace
Yep, go for it.
since
Swing
we're
away.
within.
Yeah, you're right next to this.
Oh, mother effing cripes on a cracker.
Huh?
Does 8 hit?
Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit. It's not
It's my-
particularly tough. It is large, but it just kind of sprays some of the water as you swing.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
You gonna jump in the boat?
I'd already jumped.
Oh,
I
right.
was jumping into the boat. That's probably why I missed, because I was
Yeah.
jumping in the boat.
Yeah. All right.
And maybe it, moved a little bit as I was swinging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
that's-
water. It's the
but-
boat. It's not you. It's the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Frankie, you are waiting near these flickering lights over there with Monkey Gwendolyn on you, and you can see stairs ascending up into darkness behind you. But you have dark vision, I'm well aware. So you can hear the sounds of something kicking off behind you, or you can press ahead into the dim area. It is quite wide at the top of the stairs. You can make that out, but that's about it at the elevation. You can just see the raised edge of some stone ring in the center of what is essentially a large room, but without further entrance, it's hard to tell what's in there. So Cranky, you can go back through the water and get into the mix, or you can wait here or come up with something else. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's my debate is, would he try to help the group, or because really all he's the only thing he has, like, he stashed his armor and his halberd. He would have his daggers on him though, because they're small enough to conceal. So it'd be like, do I throw a dagger from 30 feet away?
It would be a disadvantage, but it's possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, nah, they got it.
Or
And
you
he's
can go
gonna
wading.
No,
The water
he's gonna,
doesn't look that deep.
He's gonna do what he occasionally does and go, yeah, they're fine, and keep going.
Okay. So you got 30 feet of movement. Are you going to literally walk up above and check out the room in front of you?
Yeah, can I have control of my avatar?
I think you can move it, but I haven't. I don't know
No.
if that's true. No? Okay. Sorry.
I cannot grab anything.
Okay. Well, I have a slight description to do here as you enter anyway.
Oh,
It
I
is
got
a
it now.
stop
Yeah, I
sign
did.
shaped room from above. It is known as the Sanitary Rotunda. Glossy urns and scenary boxes line the walls of this vaulted rotunda. Drifting in the center of this room, above a drain, is a ghostly, transparent figure. The The figure is clad in plate
go
armor,
nuts?
but is somewhat transparent. It is immediately above the drain, hovering, and as you enter the room, it kind of as though they turned up the opacity of this thing, not quite to 100. It goes from like 0 up to about 50% as this ghostly figure clad in plate armor, and where the head should be is instead a featureless, luminescent orb. There are stone stair steps, and there's a good probably 4 inches of water in here, and it's draining off and through into this drain as well. So the stairs didn't quite go up to dry. And you can see further stairs descending on the diagonals to the northwest and to the southeast. There is another exit on the far end, just slightly glowing with more of those green lantern lights down this section, bottom. So you see a ghost in front of you.
He will. It's a ghost. Is it what sort of so it's got an eyeball instead of a head. Looking at its body, is there anything like an
it's
orb?
in ornamental armor, and you immediately recognize the smell. Even though it's translucent and non-corporeal or largely, this is an echo of its form in either life or burial. Its armor was treated with an ornamental kind of armor oil that is that smell you picked up before.
Right.
And its head swivels towards you. It's just kind of a blank. Not so much an eyeball, just an orb that's slightly glowing with a bluish green energy. And it pivots towards you in that kind of ghostly way where it's facing one way at first, and then instantly it's facing towards you. And it doesn't approach. It just stands there hovering, like wraith-like kind of tendrils of a cloak that was once worn by this ghost, kind of just moving in a wind that no one else can feel. It takes you in, but doesn't move.
Can I tell either by the smell or the look of it what race it may be?
It is humanoid. It was either human or elvish, maybe. Its features are completely covered, and it is wearing plate mail and gauntlets, so it's a little hard to tell. And it is about 50% translucent as well, just by its size and general form. Human or elf or possibly orc, but you really can't tell.
So, Cranky
I will
will
give you this. Get just the edge. At the edge, there is a slight discoloration at the base of the orb, like there was longer either ornamental headpiece or possibly hair at the shoulders, but it fades immediately up into this kind of gray like smudge, as though somebody just put their thumb over it, smudged out the whole head.
Okay. He will kind of sit down on his haunches, non-threateningly, but enough so that he could spring into action if he had to. And in Elvish, say to it, "Hey, it's having a bit of a rough century, are we?"
Goodness. In halting Elvish, it's not a native Elvish speaker, and you can tell, but in a kind of twisting, accented Elvish, it replies. You.
So are you.
It genuinely looks down at its own form for a second at you pointing that out, where it is then. Yes. I am.
You have a tough day? Not feeling too good? Or enjoying death much?
The dead can't complain.
Well, all right then.
May I ask you? Who? That's it.
Are we in doing impressions of owls? Who am I? Who are you? Who are we?
Yes.
Right. It doesn't really matter. I just followed a smell, honestly.
If you find me, could you let me know?
So this isn't you.
It was. It fades slightly and then kind of comes back as though by a force of will and looks in your direction. It's hard to tell. You can't see eyeballs. And I'm going to call that 6 seconds, even though that was a lot more than 6 seconds. But anyway, back to the action. Meanwhile, in a tunnel near you, Tennyson. Oh dear God, what is that thing? And
Get in the boat.
I'm gonna get him to do a wisdom saving throw. With a 17, Tennyson nuts up and gets in the boat.
All right.
Yes, sir. He jumps into the boat, almost upsetting you in the boat there. But yep, you're right next to this, and he brandishes his shield and looks at the water weird and says, "Do you know who my father is?"
I'm assuming that I'm closest to the water weird there.
Yeah, you can shove Tannis into the front of the boat.
Yeah, I do. I get my shield out, and I tell them, recruit, get the boat back to that other side, and I just kind of post up with my shield and sword.
Sure. He drops the sword into the base of the boat and scoops up the pole and begins to shove, and uses his movement to push the boat along, which takes you all along with him, which means the water weird gets a shot, an attack of opportunity, but you are being forcefully moved by Tennyson on his turn.
Oh.
So he takes the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
The water weird lashes out with these tendrils, trying to get past you at Tennyson. And its constricting extended pseudopods lash out, and 14 does not hit his AC in his chainmail. And with your shield, I'm saying your shield is interceding as well.
Okay. It's also disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. So it was 14. Oh, that's good, because the other one would have been higher. So 14, it misses in its attempt to grapple Tennyson. So it sloshes against the boat, causing everybody to rock perilously, but not enough to stop you. The boat and everyone in it drifts about to the squeezing spot. I'm gonna get one of you to assist Tennyson as he is trying to steer the boat through that section.
I tell Trina to assist. I'm going to be.
Oh defending. Yeah, for sure. I would.
Okay. So as you're moving away,
strong.
it also becomes the water weird's turn. So go ahead and roll the assist, Trina. Athletics or acrobatics or water vehicle.
Sure.
If you
Entangle?
are proficient.
Can you grab the water?
Not proficient with water
All right,
vehicles.
we'll just go with either acrobatics or athletics as you're trying to help steer the boat through this narrow section. Oh!
I just literally grab and I'm like,
You just yoink your way through, dragging the whole boat with you into this smaller alcove as the water weir comes tearing up behind. It is large and it is having a hard time squeezing through this section, which is probably why it didn't live in the other bigger spot. And its tendrils are trying to grasp at you. You're on the edge.
Oh, we lost it.
Yeah, my
you're
mic.
back.
I keep hitting my mic as I get excited and I gesticate.
Gesticulate?
That is not-
Yeah.
yeah,
gesticulate.
as I do something with my hands. So it's going to get a shot off at you guys as you leave, but it doesn't look like it can easily follow you. So it's going to try to attack one of the three of you in the boat. I'm going to roll. Well, technically, I'm going to say it can get at either Dane or Tennyson. So evens or odds. Which one do you want there?
Wouldn't Tennyson
I'm-
be in the front?
Tennyson's at the back. Oh, Tennyson's in the middle. Sorry.
It's
And pushing. You're at the front because you grabbed that wall and steered the front of the boat and shoved it through. And then it's Dane at the back with the shield. Odd.
odds.
Odds it is with a 15. So it swings at you. It's trying to grab you and constrict you. You can either yeah, you know what? Let's do a contested roll. Athletics, as you've got your shield up, you can kind of or acrobatics if you prefer, as it's trying to grapple you.
Sorry, is it hitting me? Because I have an AC 19.
Well, it's trying to grab onto you. So if it misses you completely and rolls really low, but you're basically shoving it back with your shield.
Okay, so you want me
I'm
to...
going to do it as a contested athletics.
Okay.
It's technically a grapple attack.
Terrible. 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to use my heroic inspiration.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I rolled a lot.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's got you dead to rights. You can see this coming in. I mean, you can do it if you want to. Don't far be it from me, but
It's all
I
right.
want you to burn a special ability when the DM rolls a nat 20.
Okay, never mind. So it
All
gets
right.
it gets to actually hit me.
Do we
It hits
each
you.
get one?
No, this is just he's grabbing the guy at the back of the boat. And so the water wheel wraps this tendril around you, pulling you back off of the boat. And you're going to take some damage. Roll that. At bludgeoning damage, and you will be grappled and pulled 5 feet towards it. It is so your boots and lower legs are in the water, but the rest of you is suspended above. All right, it deals 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Until the grapple is ended, which you can try to escape from on your turn. You are grappled and restrained, and the whole thing begins to sink underneath the water, beginning to drag you with it. You're still above for now, but because it used most of its movement following you guys, but if it gets its turn, it'll pull you under, trying to drown you beneath the sludgy water. Okay. Gwen, you're watching all of this go down on both sides. You can see the ghost where you're standing, and Frankie sitting cross-legged as a bear in front of it. And you can also see your friends fighting only about 15 feet from you, slightly that way, and you can see what's happening. What do you want to do?
Well, I had an idea, but I don't know if I can do it anymore because he's caught. Like, I was gonna try maybe the entangle and pull the thing away from the boat, but if he's holding on to Dane, I can't do that anymore.
You could entangle the water weird and have it like end at the edge. I would maybe make a targeting roll, which would be your wisdom, just to see if you can exclude Dane as best you can. Or you can come up with something else.
I don't have a lot of attacking things that I can do. Well, I guess you're closer now, right?
Yep, they're only about 15 feet away. Dane
Shoot
is,
it
and the
short,
creature's
but I
about
think
20
the
feet away.
entangle thing might be the best.
You can starry wisp it.
Oh yeah,
What's that one again?
like a
That's a
mote of
cantrip that you have
starlight.
to do a ranged attack at 60 feet.
With that, explain.
So I can shoot at it with it? Is that?
Yep, you could shoot it with Starry Wisp, or you could try to entangle it, but it would be a roll to try not to entangle Dane. He would still be grappled,
Well,
but
yeah,
it would
I
slow
think-
that thing down.
I would have used the entangle, but now that it's got Dane, I think I would use the Starry Wisp. 'Cause
Sure.
that makes more
All right,
sense now.
I think that's an attack roll. I'm a little fuzzy on that one, but I think it's an attack roll.
It is, so click the +6 there.
So I click that.
Oh,
Yay!
25.
25.
Oh, wow. Yep, that is a
That-
decided hit. All right,
Next to it is the wing
go ahead
deal.
and roll your damage.
That's your damage.
Oh,
That one.
This
Yeah.
one?
Click that. Ooh, not bad. So 6.
6.
Nice.
That's cool.
6 points of damage. It also illuminates this creature. It's like the starlight comes into existence in your hand. You pull it from the darkness, and a little bit of starlight in your hand. You fling it at this thing. It goes streaking forward and right into its center mass, inside its watery form, and you see these flickering motes of starlight spread out, illuminating it. It is essentially a very dim light is now illuminating this thing, canceling any negatives to attack it in the darkness, and it is a light source for all the rest of you as you see these stars just echoing within this creature, like almost like light inside a diamond refracting off the water. Okay, that is your turn. You can stay put, or you're gonna move. All right, Dane, you're on deck.
Sorry, I was just clarifying something.
No problem.
Before
Go
the boat gets too close away from me, I am going to break its grapple and push off.
Go ahead, make your athletics.
Can I just ask if before we go into this next round, we take a break?
Absolutely. Well, I think Dane's gonna win this because I rolled a nat 1 that time. So you pry yourself
I
away.
rolled a 25.
Oh my god, that's so much overkill. All right, you pry yourself out of here. You are up to your waist in the sludge, though, and there are sections that are deeper still. So it's some points it's up to your armpits. You're wading through, and you grab on in a quick. It's only 5 feet to the edge of the boat. You grab on and hoist yourself out. And you are out of that and in the boat. And honestly, in all this ruckus, the boat is essentially rocking up against the stairs where Gwendolyn is, and you can all just peace out if you want to. Or you can stay, and this water weird is trying to reach from its narrow section.
No, that's
All
okay.
right.
I
So,
say peace out.
you all retreat away from this somewhat glowing creature. In the darkness, you hear the rushing of water as it growls at you, and the 10-foot tendrils kind of occasionally taking a swipe, and it's just outside of reach. And you pull the boat up on the stairs, and you move in, and you all turn, and you see Frankie communing with this ghost. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Okay.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes? 10 minutes. Let's do 10. All right, we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Not a lot can be done in 5.
Fair enough. I can hardly even poop. Yeah, that's on the internet now. All right. We'll be right back, internet. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you soon. Stick around. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe, etc. Alrighty, interweebs are coming back. All right, we are back. It is that simple. We are back. You have managed to outpace this strange, angry, watery creature, left it behind you, and you are now in the sanitary rotunda, something like that. I'm great with words. I'm a wordsmith. So you are now in this rotunda, and there is a hovering, translucent ghost in the center, just kind of looking off. Every once in a while, its form slightly rotating, ever so slightly away and then back, arms outstretched at its sides. Right. What do you want to do?
Has anyone tried speaking to the ghost?
Frankie says nothing.
I'll sidle up over next to Cranky and kind of see if he can, somehow let me know anything.
I think I'd have to recast Speak with Animals, wouldn't I? Sure.
You begin scratching the ground, grunting.
I don't even see where my spell slot is to click that off.
Well, technically, it is a ritual. If you want to take 10 minutes, you don't need to use a spell slot.
He will just, he'll whisper to her in Elvish. He's here, but he's not here. He asked if we could find him.
I'm going to get you to do a stealth check for me.
Considering that some of the rest of us speak Elvish.
10?
10 is not a great stealth check. Anyone have a +1 wisdom?
I have a +2 wisdom.
Well, you can hear it then. Your passive can pick it up. Trina definitely hears this. I will make... who doesn't hear it? Tennyson. Tennyson's like...
That's all I care about.
Goodness me. What kind of creature was that? Still kind of looking back towards the sloshing water kind of behind you.
What do I hear Frankie say to Gwen in Elvish?
You hear exactly as he said in Elvish.
What does he say?
Oh, he says, he said he's not here and wants us to tell him when we find him.
And I respond in Elvish, what do you mean by that?
You'd have to ask him.
I mean that's a scary creature back there that we should definitely avoid. Tennyson assumed you were talking to him. Oh, actually, no, it's Elvish. So,
Elvish.
Yeah, he just hears you mumbling.
Trina can hear it, but she doesn't know what they're saying. Because she doesn't speak Elvish.
I mentioned to Trina, I point at Cranky. He could speak Elvish, and he's saying that the ghost is here but not here, and has asked to let him know when we find him. And I say that in common.
What is your passive stealth? They take your stealth bonus or negative and add 10, and that's your passive, just to kind of keep your voice down. It is echoing here.
My passive stealth would be +2, so +1, +10, I guess.
Yeah, so it'd be 12, which... I'm sorry, Tennyson says, as he not quite hearing what you're saying to Trina, but he heard you speak. He got an exact 12 as well on his perception, but he's not quite picking up about Cranky just yet.
I don't want to be too loud because we're... So I go up and I just say in a low voice, point at the bear, Cranky. He speaks Elvish. He asked the ghost, what was he doing here? And I just say what the ghost responded with. This is not just a bear.
Do you happen to speak Gnomish or Goblin? Are you trying to keep that from Tennyson, or...
No, I'm not trying to keep it from Tennyson. I actually say it to Tennyson in common, because you couldn't hear me when I said it to you.
Oh.
So, because I'm not trying to yell this out.
Yeah,
so I just say
Tennyson
it to him.
is just looking at... It's like, wow, Mr. Bunkles, you're full of surprises. I know a little Elvish. What was it? Fart face, he says in Elvish.
Frankie just doesn't move or react.
Dick punch.
Can you please?
I am...
No, that's actually a command.
Sure.
He'll do it kind of like half-heartedly, like he'll actually bag tag him slightly.
Okay.
A little like backhand tap in the nuts.
Do you want to be doing any... He's not putting up any resistance. He comes over to as though to put a hand on you and be like, are an amazing bear, dick punch. And you're like...
But, like, just imagine, like, kind of jackass style. He hits him pretty hard, but, yeah.
Are you dealing damage? Hit points?
I'm not afraid of dealing damage. He will try to lessen the intensity of it. So
sure.
if I put it this way, if I can get him for like 2, 3, 4 points of damage, perfect.
What's your strength modifier?
Well, +4.
You can deal up to +4 or anything less than that. The choice is yours.
He'll deal 4 points of bludgeoning damage to the nutsack.
Oh, and it's an auto hit. He does not see it coming. It's just like,
No, he'll just look up at Gwendolyn like expecting her to explain.
And he looks at, he falls down on his knees and looks up at Gwendolyn, and Tennyson looks at her and goes, I'm greeting him in Elvish. My tutor said that was hello.
And then Gwendolyn will explain to him, no, what you actually said was dick punch, and he knows those words, and so he did what you said.
Oh, a tear rolls down his cheek, and he's like, Mr. Buckles, you're a very smart bear. Oh, I need a minute.
And he looks at, and then Cranky will look up at Dane and goes, the dumber they think you are, and just leaves it at that.
All right. Secrets revealed. The talking bear is outed. In that instance, it's like the sounds in the room begin to get for just a second, they begin to echo a little more. They begin to bounce in ways that you didn't notice a moment ago. Echoes, whispers, secrets in the dark. Then it fades.
Did we all hear it?
Yeah, it's just this weird echo, and maybe it's the speaking of Elvish or sounds of the water weird sloshing. Everyone do a perception or insight check. Your choice.
What was it? Something or insight?
Perception or insight.
That's terrible for me. Perception. Could be worse. 16.
16's not bad.
14.
There's just a +6. That's right. Well, either works for yours. We're both the same. Oh, so close to being awesome. Only 9.
9.
Only 9. All right, 16 was the highest. Cranky. For a moment, you noticed 2 things. And who else got above a 15? Buddy?
Oh, 15. I got a 14.
Okay. But Cranky got above a 50. For a moment, Cranky, you get a weird, the hackles, the back of your neck bristle, and you get a strange feeling. I mean, you're in a weird place with a faceless ghost just occasionally looking. But even still, for a moment, you felt a feeling you haven't felt in a long time. Something or someone watching you. And there's a flicker of green light, the closed fist of the little monkey creature in front of you. That's what you get.
There's a monkey creature attacking?
No, I'm a monkey.
Gwendolyn's in monkey form still.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't changed back yet because there hasn't been a reason to, so.
She can talk. She's a talking monkey, you're a talking bear, nobody's blinking. It's fine.
So I
Just
see
another day at the office.
I'm confused.
No, I have the eyeball in my fist.
Right.
And it
That's what
flickered
green-
with
and it's-
green energy for a second.
Oh,
And
I
you
saw
felt
the
like
eyeball.
something
I missed
or
that.
someone was watching you.
Oh.
But like no one you can see in this room, including the ghost. You get that feeling around you.
I will say that. Like we're being watched.
In Elvish.
I'm going to stay in Elvish because I like that Tennyson can't understand me.
It doesn't mean
neither-
Trina can't understand you as well.
I say
I
in
don't know
common,
that, though.
great, we're being watched.
And I'll let Dane take the credit for the one, like as if he's the one that figured this out. Sure.
All right. You, for those of you who were busy fighting a water weird, probably didn't notice, but this room is vaguely shaped like a stop sign. It's a rotunda, and on the diagonals, the northern western diagonal, there's stairs leading up, and the southeastern stairs leading up, almost identical. Stone, pretty well. I mean, it looks like this was semi-collapsed and overgrown from tree roots and twisting, but it was originally crafted as a proper catacomb tomb. In the center is like a drain through which more of the water is rushing away. And then there's the steps down towards the deeper river where you fought the water weird on the northeast. There is also a slight illumination from a little candle on the southwest, opposite side of the entrance you came in. You basically have your four corners, but on the diagonals, and then this ghost hovering in the center. The room is yours.
I am going to ask Gwen, like, where does the eyeball point?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would open my hand and see what was going on with the eyeball.
You open the hand and it is looking directly at you. And then, yeah, it's weird. You're like, "Wah!" And then it blinks. And when this thing blinks, it's like green light envelops the whole thing for a second as though a blink. And then it opens again and it swivels and faces, it faces towards where the little green candle is glowing. So that's the
I'm going to
south.
mark an arrow on the side of the wall towards that.
You go and scratch the wall, and as that happens, the ghost in front of you turns and looks at you. What brings you here?
We are searching for cultists, perhaps murderers. We are the city guard.
Hi. Just... Don't. Oh. And its form fades again, and then kind of comes back to its 50% translucent, as though it really wants to say things, but it's unable to. It almost wants to like move its arms and show you that it wants to tell you more, but it can't.
What I'll say, I'll just ask, what's your name?
I don't know. I remember her, but I don't remember my... Can't see her. Please, help me remember. It wants to know just as badly as you.
We'll try. I take note of the armor. Is there anything on the armor, an emblem?
Do either perception or investigation check.
I'm just curious about your character.
Perception it is. Ooh, a 20. Dirty 20.
Oh. It is ornate armor. This is burial armor. And it is of a certain status. This was a noteworthy being in life. And it was buried in this armor. It is fitted for a female form. This armor. It's a little hard to tell with plate mail, but you can tell. You've spent your life around arms and armor. So she was female. In life, her face is fully obscured, but if anything, you just get little hints of iconography. You can actually, with essentially it's dirty 20. You see on the armor, you see a vine twisting around a rose in emblazoned on the armor as a kind of pairing two different iconographies that are paired together in a symbolic embrace. And I will also say this: does anybody else want to do a perception check, or do you want to say anything as you're doing this?
I don't know Elvish, so I wouldn't know.
No, I'm speaking common to it, I think.
Yeah, you'd be speaking common to it, so it's replying in common as well. Or Elvish if you address it in Elvish. It does speak Elvish. Clearly is a second language, but Elvish.
No, I was speaking common because I was relaying. So,
Okay.
So you're.
Then I would.
Let's get everybody to.
I could do a perception then.
Yeah,
sure. Everybody can if you. I guess you did.
23 for Gwen.
What's mine? Yeah.
Gwendolyn rolled a 23.
I got 23.
I got 11.
Trina got a 16.
Okay, so the 23. As you're looking around, you're hearing this in common. You can catch glimpses of the tomb around you, the rotunda, and there's vine iconography on the northern western door archway leading up to the stairs, and there is rose iconography on the door leading south and east, so on the diagonals across the way you didn't come in. So the question from your perspective is, to the right and up the stairs is the vinish twisting around some of the pillars, and to the bottom left is the rose iconography.
You mean the bottom right?
Well, from your perspective, looking into the room.
Yeah.
But yes, on the map, it's bottom right and bottom left. The bottom is the rose, and the top is the vine.
Mm-hmm.
The other one doesn't have any iconography. It's just a plain archway with the flickering green candle.
Right. Well, I would share that information with everyone. Let them know that that's what I noticed.
Absolutely.
By the way, can anyone spare a heal?
Oh, yeah, let me see.
Yeah. I will go ahead and touch him for.
Also, too, there's a spirit you can summon that heals.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have
13.
that one.
It's just
13? Perfect. Thank you.
13.
That's all I needed. I'm up back up to 35 out of 37.
Does anybody else need healing? I mean, I am getting kind of low, but
Tennyson's a little hurt, but not too bad.
That's cool.
Healing to 4.
Well, he took from the fall as well, a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, Tennyson will be fine.
And a vicious bear nutsacking.
He's wearing.
He's got a codpiece.
The red shirt.
It's dented now, but he's got a codpiece.
He's lucky it was a back, the backwards paw and not the scratch motion.
The cup.
Yeah, the claws were angled away from his nuts.
Yeah.
So he's lucky they weren't.
That could have been bad. That could have been a fish
If he turned
moment.
his claw the other way, it would have been pretty nasty.
Then you're basically just fitting him through a suit inappropriately.
I see that the eye's pointing in a way, but I feel obliged to check out these other paths for a moment.
Did you get fully healed? Sorry, we were looking at Judy's
Yes.
card.
I'm mostly healed.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I could heal with, and then you already healed him, so
He's got
It's
a couple ways to
sort
do
of
it.
my job.
You've got cure wounds, but none of us need it right now. All right, so let's oblige this ghost for a moment. It might come in handy. There's a path with vines and a path with rose, and there's iconography on the ghost with both. So let's let's pick one and see where it takes us for a moment.
So if you have both.
Okay.
What?
Well, I mean, we're down here. But Dane,
Hmm.
should we really be taking these civilians? I mean, bears almost died from falling. And, like, I don't know, man. Like, we have to be careful.
I agree with you. May not go much further if we don't find anything useful.
May I remind you that you might not still be here if it hadn't been for me?
We appreciate the help.
We
Feel
do appreciate the help.
that
We
it's not our place.
We have to make sure that you're kept safe. I mean, that's our job.
And you'll have my sword to do it. Recovered Tennyson draws his blade and lays it at the feet of the monkey and the bear. And he looks at them and says, "It's like a freaking storybook."
Edison, pick up your blade.
Oh, right.
Never do that.
Sorry.
Put it in its sheath and just pay attention. Please.
I'm gonna get you to roll persuasion. He does pick up his blade. He's following that much, but I'm just curious how effectively is this teachable moment sinking in with the roll?
19. 19.
You know what? There must be something about your tone as he just locks in with you. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
Thank
I am
you.
one of your superiors.
Very short, but very wise.
Oh. And she just looks at Dane like,
Let's do this. Let's pick the rose first. Just start.
Okay.
I'll be in front, making my way just to see where that takes us. It's just
Sure.
clue.
You begin
can you
to.
see?
He's got a torch, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
So you go up some stairs, and as you ascend, you see little flickering, just almost like firefly lights where the sconces are. And it's the same basic candle that the green ones are, but this one, it's almost like these are much older magics and much dimmer than the flickering candles. If anything, it's like someone came along, like changed the regular color dim light of these ceremonial magical candles and made them green for the path of green, kind of taking them. These are older and probably original. As you begin to ascend the stairs to this section, take in a proper tomb. It is about 15 feet by 20 feet. It's got like a small stair steps up to a small dais, and on top of which is resting a coffin, ceremonial bedecked, and it's got iconography of do either perception or I'll let you choose perception or insight, or let me know if you're trained in arcana.
I am not trained in arcana.
Okay, well, you see some words you don't recognize, rune type things.
All right, I'll roll. And not so great. An 8.
Okay. So you go into this small alcove, and if others follow you, they see the same thing. The smell of old parchment fills this tomb. Bookshelves carrying various tomes and scholarly implements stand against the walls surrounding this sarcophagus, as though standing watch. Prized possessions of a once important being. At the center is a stone gold-plated sarcophagus with the sides that bear beautiful leaf carving. There are two humanoid women walking through a forest on the carvings, and you can see one woman is carrying a rose, and the other one has these vines that kind of wrap up and over their shoulders, and making a loose form of cloak over armor.
I call out to the others, like,
Sure.
Yeah, like there's and I relay the information. Whoever wants to come check it out.
Sure.
I'll kind of
Can I-
push the others forward to go in front of me.
All right. Go ahead and make either perception or investigation checks, everybody.
Perceptigation check.
I also have Arcana you mentioned earlier, so I don't know if that will be.
You could roll that.
Why am I suddenly
It'll be a
dumb?
different DC.
Arcana is up there.
So which one? Sorry, what are my options to roll?
Perception, insight, investigation, or arcana.
In your
I did.
skills.
I don't know what it is.
They're alphabetical.
Oh, here. Oh, because your perception's better anyways. Okay.
Oh, 13.
13.
Oh,
That's
9.
enough to get some basics. What did everybody else get for your
I
investigation?
only got a 9.
Yeah, I got a 6 because apparently I've become retarded recently.
Oh dear.
It's all those fumes, you know.
Yeah.
He's just
The bear is busy cleaning himself. He's just licking. Very distracted.
Yes,
he's got
he's
his
focused
both-
on pretending not to be intelligent.
Yeah, both legs.
So much
like,
is working. Fake it till you make it.
yeah. All right. Did anybody clear a 15? No. Okay. Did anybody clear a 10? You get different things for different numbers. Gwendolyn cleared a 10, and it was Arcana. So you can read some of these runes. There's the more formal runes for the different schools of magic. Some of the books might be of interest if you had more time. There's definitely things here all piled. It's almost like there's too much. All of these books, maybe each one might have meaning, and you don't have time to go. You do notice the following. Number 1, on the carving, see that the armor that the character, the one woman is walking through the armor matches the ghost of in the other room. Also find fairly prominently positioned on one of the bookshelves, you see a heart-shaped locket that sits on one bookshelf. It's closed and locked. That's pretty much it for now.
Okay.
And the rest of us get a lot less.
Yeah. You're all just like looking at the books. Nobody here is trained in Arcana. So Tanison opens one of the books. He's like, oh yes, I've read quite a few things in Daddy's library. He opens it, and these runes flash, illuminating the room for a second. It's just like whoosh, whoosh. And you see the brief outline of his skull inside his head for a second. He does succeed his save. Whatever magic was encased in the runes of the book he looked through doesn't quite roast him as he takes 7 damage. His hair is kind of smoking.
Aniston, just watch what you touch.
And he puts the book down. His eyes kind of like his eyelashes got burnt.
Yeah. Better yet, touch nothing.
That's why everybody rolled low. You're all just like, oh right, that's with mage stuff. The other person, other than there's 2 women on the carvings. One of them is in the armor that the ghost is wearing. Other one is wearing robes and has a rose embroidered on the back of their robes as well.
Okay, so if Gwen relays that, then we're in the tomb of the other one.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
I'm gonna go over, and you said there was a locket that was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Sure.
Just cause.
Heavy gold chain and a nice golden locket. It does have a latch, but it does seem to be closed or locked somehow. You might be able to pry it open or pick it open if you're thievy. Where's Benny when you need him?
Not here.
No, I don't think I'm thiefy. I just wanted to pick it up and, see.
It is the kind of locket that you could open, but it is latched closed. It's not the toughest material.
I don't know.
You just pry it.
Can I try and just pry it open?
Sure. Go ahead and do a strength/athletics check.
Either one is -2. I think I just.
Oh. What does that mean?
It's a nat 20.
Oh my
although
gosh.
He has -2, so it ends up being 8.
Still a nat 20. That's funny. So you just bonk and you break it open, and it on a nat 20, you see inside a portrait of a human woman, next to which is the inscription, "My dearest Chanel." And it's in Elvish and above in English. Sorry, common.
But it's a human woman. Okay.
Yeah, the
This is the
portrait
hard
is of a
pocket.
human woman.
Okay. Yeah. I'll show everyone.
Didn't roll the depiction on the. It's a little hard to tell what species the on the carvings are. That's kind of faded and.
Yeah.
Is there an indicator that when it says "My dearest Chanel" with the portrait, is it the woman with the robes with the heart,
ghost.
or is it the woman in the armor with the vines who's the ghost?
It's quite a old portrait, and so it's a little hard to tell whether it's a fairly close headshot portrait. So either the mage woman was Chanel, the person wearing the armor was Chanel.
Okay, so we're not sure.
Unfortunately,
That's-
not with those rolls.
Now let's check
I mean,
the other.
she destroyed this locket getting it open though. She was like,
Let's just be careful with.
actually, it was such a good roll you broke it open, but without like damaging it.
Wreck it.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Great.
Otherwise, we'd be doing some mending.
Yeah.
Let's go
Pretty
check
much.
the other place out.
Sure. You walk through past the ghost. As you walk by, Gwendolyn, you get the impression that the ghost is just kind of rotating without moving a muscle, rotating to track you walking past. Its head slightly declined, watching this little monkey walk by with a green thing in one paw and a gold locket in the other. All right, you go up to the other one.
Yeah.
And again, it is a 15 by 20 tomb, and there is an almost identical sarcophagus in the middle.
That's
a
all
stone
roll. That's all I know.
Gold-plated sarcophagus rests in the center of this tomb. The sides of the sarcophagus bear a relief depicting two women gazing lovingly over a field and a city. The lid of the sarcophagus is faintly there's this faint image of a family crest carved into it. Old weapons and decorated armor, shields line the walls. Go ahead and everybody do your various checks. You can do investigation, you could do history, you could do no arcana here. There's no runes.
Sorry, you said perception or?
Perception or investigation or even a history check.
They'll do.
Oh!
Is that a good?
2024.
Oh! And what were you were doing perception?
Yeah, so I've got it at 20 plus 4, so 24.
And
I got a 24 as well.
Wow. We are rolling.
We have no idea what's going on over here, though.
I rolled a 19 out.
Cranky got a 5.
Cranky got a 5, and I got like, what? It was an 8 or something?
You got a
5%.
7. Wow.
7.
But the
yeah,
two
we're-
guards, they walk in.
We're like,
lock
whatever.
in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
it is
right.
our job.
It is. All right. So you search this tomb for clues, trying to find pieces of information. First of all, the engraved on the lid of the sarcophagus is definitely a coat of arms depicting a blunted six-pointed crown, and you could do a history check on this. Actually, Tennyson walks in behind you and notices this as soon as you point this out and says, "Oh, yes, all winter. Yeah, figures.
All winter?
What? Oh,
Is
yes,
that
the
the
crest.
the family?
Yeah,
Crest?
well, Daddy's always inviting important people home, and this is the crest of the Hallwinter family."
Okay. And wait, sorry, the crest was a 6-pointed star or crown?
Blunted six-pointed crown. It's the Hallwinter family. Their lineage produced renowned knights throughout the Sword Coast. Daddy was always speaking highly of the eldest and pointedly saying that I should make my way in the world like the Hallwinters.
In your checks with the Hallwinter family, do you know of any knight who had a dear friend? Either the knight was named Chanel or her partner was Chanel.
I mean, I had to memorize their names. I didn't pay attention. He didn't roll high enough to get that, but he did get the family crest name.
Hallwinter family.
The one of the figures depicted on the sarcophagus is wearing armor and matches the armor area. The other figure on there is wait, you guys got wicked high perception. You both lock in and immediately see
24.
there is on the back of this tomb, there is a section where there's an openable panel. A secret
yeah.
door.
I am going to
Open
check
it.
out. Yeah.
Okay. So you go up and take a look at this, and you press this open, and you see a few different things. So first thing, just above this, catching your eye, is a shield Everything else in here is very old, tarnished over time. Quite nice, but tarnished. And there's a few things. This in particular, this shield is absolutely untouched by time. It is as good as the day it was made, and it is a very fine quality. You would bet your bottom dollar this thing has an essence about it, a magic to it that's just above this little panel.
Okay.
So it's got just a standard kind of crest on it, not the family crest or anything, but it is magical shield hanging on the wall.
Well, I will pick it up.
Fair enough. You can write down magical shield of some kind in your inventory. Next up, you do find a outline of the doorway at the back of the tomb, and it opens up with a gentle push, leading you somewhere into the dark. I may have, in doing this, I selected the wrong tombs. Less timey-wimey. Flip it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. You're all in this one now. That was my bad. And you can see at the back of this, there's a secret door that opens, revealing a small passageway you could squeeze into, leading off into the dark. And without much... Oh, well, you got people with... Okay, this leads away. So,
All right.
you can go back to the green candle, or you can go through this little secret passage. Or you can go back and talk to the ghost.
Let's talk to the ghost first.
Sure. You walk back in, and the ghost kind of pivots towards you.
We know that your family
Oh, you
name...
couldn't hear me.
Nope, not even a little.
I was saying, just a point of note, where we go on, it is after midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk to the ghost, or we can pick up right where here next time?
Let's talk to the ghost, and then maybe we close.
Sure, it shouldn't take that long.
It's just,
go to the
I've been up
ghost.
since 6, so I'm tired.
I get you.
We
Same here.
will say, or I'll say, we know that you are a knight of the Hallwinter family. That you remember that Hallwinter. That is your family name.
Yes. What was my first name? And the face begins to almost the features are beginning to show. It's not quite there. All winter, you've got.
We don't know.
There are 2 coffins, and the name Chanel is either yours or the name of your beloved.
Chanel. Say it all together, bud. Say it all together.
Chanel Hallwinter?
Chanel. My name was Chanel. Chanel Hallwinter. The featureless orb of the ghost head coalesces into the face of a middle-aged human woman with braided hair. The ghost's memories return. Thank you. Thank you. I remember everything. And my beloved, too. Michaela. Thank you. When you are gone, all you have left are the memories. Traveler, how may I repay you?
Let's find murderers.
I tell the ghost that. Have you seen cultists, evildoers, or undead in this area, or something. I shouldn't say undead, but like, have you seen
It's okay.
evildoers?
It's not
or
an
cultists,
offensive term
or...
to me. I
She has
have.
antisocial personality disorder. She's good.
I have seen people moving through the dark, corrupting the. And she motions towards the candle. Cultists, gray robes. Their symbol is a missing eye or a hand. A group of humanoids have descended in several months ago, whispering strange rituals, speaking about secrets. Secret. That last one wasn't just the ghost. It's like the room just echoed that around you. And I saw a man. He wasn't of them, but he was dressed like them. Today, if it was today, he ran that way. And she points towards the entrance from which you came, past the water. And yes, there are undead here. And she points to the south of the rotunda, the area that was desiccated. Little green lantern in the entrance. Lots of them. And I think that's maybe where we're going to pause for the night.
Gone into a ghost town, literally.
All right. Well, thanks very much for playing, everybody. That was fun. I wasn't sure if I'd be... thank God for Tylenol Cold. It kicked in. We're good. Hey, if I can do it for work, I can do it for fun. All right. Before you guys bail, I know it's getting late. And we forgot to do this last time. First of all, internet, don't forget you can listen live and all that jazz. You can make suggestions live as well and play plot points, which you guys can too. But last time I forgot to ask for an episode title. So we kind of need that. So episode 2, prologue of our new campaign. What do you want to call it?
I feel it has to have something to do with living dead. Lots of living dead or something.
Cool. Night of the... No. Oh, wait. I mean,
Another
unless you
one
meant
was-
night with a K.
Yeah. Or tumbling in the dark.
That's also true.
That was fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Man's Party. And then you could play the
Tumbling with the
theme
Night
song.
of the Living Dead. A little wordy. Doesn't roll
Little
off
wordy.
the tongue.
Yeah.
Are-
Just something like, just rope bridges are dumb. rope bridges are dumb.
Speaking of which, do you have an ad for us today there, Steve?
Sure, what do you want it to be about?
Guys, replacement rope bridges, maybe?
Okay.
And the sponsor would be Maury's Rope Bridges.
Maury's rope bridges.
All right, do you need a
Yeah.
minute? Or do you want to just
No.
dive right in? All right,
No, I
let's
gotta
go.
improvise. Improvisation is better. This week's episode brought to you by Maury's Rope Bridges. Tired of not being able to cross a ginormous span reliably? Sometimes you need to do it quickly, sometimes you need to do it dependably, but all you've got is a bow and arrows and a lot of rope. So you take your arrow and you shoot it across the chasm and it nails to a tree, and then you send a spider across with more rope, and then you have it tie it. Anyway, it's a long process. Just trust me. The best rope to do this with is Maury's rope. Maury's rope is made of 100% awesome rope. You can buy it anywhere from 13-kilometer lengths to 3-inch lengths and nothing in between. Maury's rope. Yes, for your bridges. Perfect for bridges. Maury's rope. Just buy Maury's rope. Okay, fine. Maury's rope.
13. Okay. Thanks very much. All right, we'll call it there. Have a great night. Tune in 2 weeks.
Good Lord.
Live, or check us out on the podcast and all that. And thanks again very much for spending some time with me and us. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Good night, everybody.
Have a night.
What is 2 weeks from now?
It's about 14 days or so.